Though mankind has always had myths and stories of mysterious worlds like our own, reported to be like ours but with different people who may visit us, it wasn't until string theory and quantum mechanics were formed that made the idea scientific or plausible. String theory purports that in the universe, there are nearly infinite dimensions, all like our own, but different in some way, either significant or insignificant. Some claim that this may be responsible for the phenomena classified as high strangeness. Ghosts, aliens, demons, UFOs, orbs, and shadow people all may be products of dimension beyond our own incomprehensible to us. Alternatively, the existence of a multiverse may make phenomena like teleportation possible if an object or entity were to move in space between dimensions. These 5 creepy videos are evidence not only that parallel universes could exist, but that they interact with ours. 5. Plane floating in midair. This video is captured by a motorist as they approach an airplane. You don't notice it at first, but it becomes more and more apparent that the airplane is stationary in air until the driver is almost directly under it. We can see clearly that this plane is actually floating in midair. In the second video, a family driving in their car capture one of these strange floating planes over a suburb. If these videos are real and we have no evidence to doubt their authenticity, then they are either proof of the collision between parallel dimensions or our understanding of physics is fundamentally flawed. While some vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts are capable of hovering idly, airplanes such as airliners we see in these videos are incapable of floating. They are able to fly because of the thrust created by their engines pushing air under their wings, generating lift. Without this force, they are capable of gliding. However, if a plane was to come to a full stop in midair, it would immediately plummet to Earth without force of the lift from the air passing below the wings. Some argue that this effect is caused by strong winds, but it would take tremendously strong windows to create the lift necessary for an airliner to continue to float without falling. 4. Wormholes caught on film. While it has not been proven, it's been hypothesized that wormholes or black holes may condense mass into energy, allowing mass to move through space at the speed of light or through dimensions. You would either enter a wormhole either purposefully or on accident and come out to the other side in an instant. One theory suggests that UFOs, aliens, demons, and other sentient beings manipulate wormholes to intentionally cross between dimensions. Alternatively, ghosts and apparition may be the product of a projection of people sharing the same space through time. In the first video, we see what can be considered the profile view of a supposed wormhole. Almost like lightning, it's a long beam of light that's serpentine, though it appears to be much wider, and something appears to be exiting from within. In the second video, we see what appears to be a galaxy in itself in the night sky over Chernobyl, the location of the infamous Chernobyl nuclear disaster. This just may be a peek at the other side of a wormhole to dimensions beyond. 3. Teleportation. Like wormholes, it is believed that movement between dimensions or time may be faster than movement through space. In this video captured by CCTV, we see a person miraculously saved from a deadly accident. As the bike rider stops in the intersection, a woman appears from light, disappears with him, and then reappears on the opposite of the road, safe. This fear would not have been possible in the physical world. The woman, if running from off camera, would not have been able to save the bike rider before he was hit, and if she had reached him, they would have both been killed by the truck. The light that surrounds the woman may be the product of the energy that would be necessary in order to hypothetically travel at light speed. 2. Cars appearing from and disappearing into thin air. We've all had near collisions in cars and we've done our best to avoid them. You check left, then right, then left again, you check your blind spot and make your turn. Then a car that has appeared as if from thin air nearly hits you or blocks you. In this video caught on dashcam, the car really does appear from thin air. Watch the oncoming traffic lane as the driver ahead begins to make their turn. It's empty. The space between the black car turning in the left space and then the right space is empty. The black car ahead stops and the oncoming car in a straight lane passes, nearly causing an accident. It's implausible that a car drove through the intersection so quickly at such an angle that none of the other cars reacted to them, even if the camera didn't. In our second video, the car actually disappears. During a police chase, a car begins to drive erratically on the street before pulling onto a dirt road. The car makes a hard left through a chain link fence. The chain link fence is undamaged. The car has nowhere to go, but its tail light disappears. 1. Parallel city over China. Over China, a large city sits in the sky in the clouds. Some would argue that this is in fact a weather phenomenon created by reflection of the city below in the clouds. The image is so defined that we can even see some of the small windows in the large buildings. However, there's so much cloud cover, it would be difficult for enough light to pass through. The city we see above itself does not seem to be a reflection of the city below either. The city below appears relatively small, with low skyline, but the city above is large, with tall skyrise buildings. What possible explanation could there be? It may be a tear in the multiverse projecting one dimension city over another in the same physical space. It might be a hole in a space-time continuum showing how the city may appear in the future, or it may be an experimental hologram. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to click that subscribe button for all the new viewers for more videos.